What's going on, guys? Shane here. Today we're talking about head movement. It's one of those advanced skills that takes years to master, but don't overcomplicate it. You're just taking your opponent's target away from them, making them miss so that you can make them pay. Now there's different styles of head movement. You got that Mike Tyson peekaboo style where he keeps his hands up, hands glued to his cheeks, and he kind of tilts his body, compressing at the obliques and bending at the knees. This is great for that aggressive style, moving forward. You're loaded up almost equally on either side for those hooks and uppercuts. Then you have more of that Roy Jones Jr. style, that Anderson Silva, where they keep their hands down, baiting their opponent to throw shots at the target that's now open, the head, so that they can move their head and make them miss. But also by keeping your hands out to counterweight, counterbalance, right? If I slip my head out to the side and I have this weight of my arm out here, it equals out my weight distribution. If I have it over here, I'm going to tilt. I'm going to move over to the side and be off balance, okay? So besides just being cocky and making your opponent throw shots to the head, there is some function to keeping your hands down as well. So let's break down 3 different movements so that you have a better understanding of head movement and you can practice in your shadow boxing. So the first one is slips. So pretty much what I just showed with Mike Tyson, you're going to keep your hands up. It's safer keeping your hands up, but like I said, you may move a little bit quicker with your arms assisting. But what he would do is bend the knees and he would compress out to the side. So if you could imagine you throwing a left straight, whether you're orthodox or southpaw, that punch is coming right from my head and I get to the outside. Now from here, I made you miss, you're compromised, you're open, so that's when I counter. If you could throw a right straight, imagine throwing a right hand at my head, I come to the outside, and now I got this body shot, I got the left hook. Okay, so slipping. You can also add a little rotation into that as well, thinking shoulder to the opposite knee, compressing down this way. Now, keep in mind that with head movement, a good rule of thumb is you want to make your opponent miss by a hair and not by a mile. Okay? Imagine the glove. It's about this size. MMA, it's this big. That's how much we have to move our head. We don't have to slip and come all the way down here or actually try to touch our shoulder to our knee because it's going to take us a really long time to come back up. Again, our weight is compromised. We're off balance. So again, make them miss by a hair and then come right back with your counter. If you don't counter, then you have to keep your head moving because now your head's over here. Well, they're just going to adjust and throw a shot over here. So the next one is a pull. We have the slips to the left and right, and now we have the pull coming straight back. And you see me extending my lead arm. Again, this is that counterweight, counterbalance you see Floyd Mayweather using. You can absolutely keep your hands up. It's just going to take more time to come back. It's going to take a little bit more energy. So it's a give and take. Do you drop your hands or do you keep them up? It depends on you, it depends on your style, it depends on your opponent's style and how you're fighting them, okay? So we have the slips now, we have the pulls, we can combine them, right, left, right, back, to the side, and then we can add in rolls going underneath. So our head follows a U shape or a J, we're staying at the bottom of the J, right? So we come down and underneath. We bend our knees and we go underneath, keeping our head constantly moving. So we have the slips, left and right, we have the pulls, combined with the slips, and now we have the rolls going underneath. So we have slip, roll, roll, pull, slip, roll. And what I want you to do now is incorporate that in with your shadow boxing. And a good rule of thumb to follow is whatever side you finish with on your combo with the punch, that's the side that I want you to move your head to, or pull. So let's talk about the jab cross hook. I throw my left, I throw my right, I throw my hook. I finish with the hook, then I want my head to go out to the left. I can do that with a slip, step and pivot, or I can do it with a roll. Keep my head moving on this last shot, then I go underneath and roll out to the left, still stepping, moving with my feet. So if I'm moving around, jab, cross, hook, slip, and then of course I made them miss, so I either make them pay or I continue moving. Jab, cross, slip, roll, pull, slip, coming back. If it's a jab cross, I finish with my right, then I slip my head off to the right and I step. Or if I have head movement on the last shot, the cross, then I just roll out to the right. Okay, so constant head movement, finish your punches, whatever side, move your head to that side, or pull. Jab cross, pull, jab cross, hook, pull, and come back, okay? All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope this gives you a better understanding of head movement. Like I said, it's a style, it's a skill set, so you have to practice it, you have to master it in sparring, in training, before you take it into the ring. Until next time, be sure to subscribe to get the fight tips before your opponent does. I'm Shane with Fight Tips for the Underdog.